Let's talk the plate-loaded 45-degree leg press and why I personally don't program and don't recommend this particular piece of equipment in the gym during pregnancy, and here's why. So the leg press can actually put excessive pressure on your spine if there's any curving in your lower back at the bottom of the movement or your hips are coming off the seat. Now, this might happen because the leg press allows you to go deeper into the squat movement pattern than your mobility allows, which then leads to lumbar flexion or your spine curving out of its neutral, natural anterior curve. Then of course you're adding load on top of this poor spine position as well. And we can't forget that during pregnancy, your spine is already less stable due to hormonal changes and the changes to your abdominals and core as your bump grows, right? And then of course you have to factor in your bump, your pelvic floor and intra-abdominal pressure into all of this as well. Now, when talking about your bump, if your spine is going into flexion as the load is coming down towards you and your knees are coming up close to your trunk and your bump, it's likely that you're going to be compressing your bump in some way. Now, whether this is from the top, from your ribs coming down, or the bottom with your knees coming up, or both. And in my eyes, you just don't want to be compressing your bump if you can help it during pregnancy, but especially during your third trimester, because there's just less room, right? You've got less amniotic fluid, the baby's bigger, and you have less cushioning between the world and your baby. Now, when it comes to intra-abdominal pressure and the pelvic floor, we also need to factor in that the loads that you're lifting on a leg press are typically going to be greater than when squatting. And you're likely going to be going through a greater range of motion than when you squat, say, with a barbell. Now, of course, this isn't going to be everyone, but I'm talking general rule of thumb here. And remember, I don't program full range squats during pregnancy anyway, but I use box squats instead. And just because you're on the leg press, it doesn't mean that the stretch in your pelvic floor at the bottom of this movement is going to be any different. And intra-abdominal pressure on the leg press is right up there with the rest of your main lifts. So it's for these reasons why I don't program the 45-degree plate-loaded leg press during pregnancy. But I will, however, use the 90-degree or the horizontal leg press. In fact, I absolutely love this particular piece of equipment during pregnancy, and I use it a lot. I even use it in single leg variations as well, because you can limit the range of motion. It's easier for pregnant women to kind of get in and out of, and you aren't loading your spine as the seat along with you in the seat moves away from the plate as opposed to the plate lowering down onto you. So that's it from me today. I really hope that this video helped. And of course, if you'd like more in-depth pregnancy-specific content, feel free to head to the link in my bio and apply to join my complimentary but private community.